Of course, we only come here to Texas Motor Speedway once, and it's become probably the fastest. Just look at the pole speed from yesterday. One of the most unique and one of the most challenging mile and a half that we go to, and I think anybody in that garage area would tell the same thing. And you just look at the speeds that they're running here, over 190 miles an hour getting into the corner. But the thing that makes it unique is most of the tracks we go to, mile and a half, the banking is the same in 1 and 2 that it is 3 and 4. And that's not the case here. It's only 20 degrees in 1 and 2, and it's 24 degrees down here. But the two things to look for, we saw it in last year's race, we even saw a little bit of it in practice yesterday, is if you get up out of the groove whatsoever, in turn 2 especially, the track flattens out so fast, you see cars lunge into the wall. We have a lot of single car accidents here. But then the other thing, and it's a real deficit for this Gen 7 car, is the bumps in the second, third groove in turn 4. The car will bottom out. Josh Berry in this race a year ago, the 21 car, was leading at lap 126 and went to go around a lap car. The car bottomed out against those bumps, and next thing you know, he was the next caution.
Yeah, so you guys got to watch out for that. Another thing that's really important here are restarts, right? I think we were able to witness some of that in the Truck Series race and, of course, the race yesterday. But talk to the race fans just about how important restarts are here. It can affect the whole race.
Yeah, restarts, they're becoming almost insane anywhere we go, because these drivers know, get while the getting's good. Get all you can while the tires are fresh. And yeah, that's what makes it a challenge. I talked about getting up out of the groove in 1 and 2. We actually saw it with Bubba Wallace in the 23 car yesterday in practice. Again, he was up a little bit high, totally by himself. Car got away from him. He hit the wall, had to go to a backup car. So they're going to restart 2 wide, and they're still going to be 2 wide through 1 and 2, and that's where also turn 2 becomes a big deal, because it never fails. On a restart, we see a car get into another car, and it gets in the outside wall. But restarts, they're becoming insane every track we go to, but especially
here. Yeah, it gets a little squirrely. Well, we've got America's crew chief obviously up on stage, Larry McReynolds, who's been in NASCAR. How many years now?
This is my 46th year to be a part.
Wow.
I never worked on a car that ran on the beach though at Daytona, just for the record, just for the record.
Well, talk about, you're from Alabama, Birmingham, Alabama. Talk about, how someone from Alabama gets their start. Because, mentally we kind of think, oh, they are from Daytona or maybe Charlotte. How did you even get started in NASCAR?
Yeah, Monica, I'll give you the Cliff Note version.
Okay.
Because I was an only child. I came from no racing background whatsoever. And the way I got started in racing is my aunt did some street stock hobby racing. So my little racing career started in the basement of their house, working with her uncle, my uncle, her husband, on a street stock hobby. And racing is a little bit like a disease. It gets in your bloodstream and there's no getting it out. And so I started working on some late model cars around Birmingham, still as a volunteer, working at a junkyard during the day and on race cars at night and on the weekend. 21 years old, 1980, I said, I want to do this and make a living. I want to work in NASCAR. I said, it's probably not going to happen in Birmingham, Alabama. So September of 1980, I packed my little 1971 green Pinto. When I say green, you've never seen a green this green.
We wouldn't have missed you, huh?
Oh no, I could not sneak her out at all. But I hooked the U-Haul behind it, and actually, the car started dragging the ground when I hooked the U-Haul to it before I put anything in it. My mom and dad, again, an only child, they looked at me and they said, this is the